center of learning. A young man A young man named Vishnu Sharma from Choladesha became the disciple of Sri Shankaracharya. His name was Sanandana and he was a great devotee of Bhagavan Narasimha. Once, while Shankaracharya was seated on the banks of the Ganga, Sanandana was on the other side of the bank, immersed in the task of drying his guru's clothes. Hearing Shankaracharya called out to him, Sanandana, without a second thought, ran across the Ganga. Shastras prescribe this as the right attitude towards the Guru. A lotus sprouted with each step he took, and Sanandana placed his feet on the lotuses and reached his Guru without any delay. The Guru asked Sanandana, "How did you cross the Ganga?" Sanandana replied, "O Jagat Guru, the ocean of birth and death samsara becomes easy to cross when we think of you. Crossing the Ganga is not surprising." Sri Shankaracharya blessed the disciple, and from then on Sanandana was known by the name Padmapada. Padma meaning lotus and Pada meaning feet.
Shariram surupam tatha vasalatram yashascharu chitram dhanam merutulyam manashchena lagnam guroram gripadme tatakim 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 kalatram dhanam putra pautradi sarvam griham bandhava sarvametadi jatam manashchena lagnam guroram gripadme tatakim 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 videsheshu manya swadesheshu dhanya sadachara vitteshu matto na janya manashchena lagnam guroram gripadme tatakim 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 aranyena vasasya gehena kare na dehe manovartate me swanarge manashchena lagnam guroram gripadme tatakim 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 tatakim.
Shankaracharya was explaining the Brahma Sutra Bhashya on the banks of the Ganga at the Manikarnika Ghat. An old man walked in and expressed a wish to debate Vada Sri Shankaracharya on his commentary on the Brahma Sutras. Sri Shankaracharya agreed and the Vada began. The old man was none other than Bhagavan Veda Vyasa in disguise. Padmapada, who was observing this divine debate, which went on for days, was curious and recognized Bhagavan Vyasa. He prostrated to both of them, saying, Sri Shankaracharya is indeed Shiva's avatara, and Bhagavan Vyasa, who has come in the guise of an old man, is Bhagavan Narayana himself. In the face of such a divine debate between the two, what will this humble devotee do? Please put an end to the debate.
Sri Shankaracharya prostrated before Bhagavan Veda Vyasa and sought his blessings. Bhagavan Veda Vyasa was very pleased with the work and blessed Shankaracharya and extended his lifespan to 32 years and asked him to propagate Advaitam across Bharata. Shankaracharya then traveled on foot from kshetra to kshetra, giving commentaries and composing bhakti songs and shlokams for everyone. He went to Badri Kshetra, Alakananda, installed Badri Narayana, and had a temple constructed. He also standardized the temple worship in some of the kshetras there and brought in some Nambudiri Brahmanas from Kerala.
From there, Shankaracharya went to Kailasa to have darshan of Shiva and Parvati. Bhagavan Shiva gave him a set of Spatika lingas and asked him to perform pujas to them 3 times daily. They are named Yoga, Bhoga, Vara, Siddhi, and Mukti/Moksha. In Kailasa, Shankaracharya also received the sacred Grantha Saundarya Lahari. However, Nandikeswara did not want the Grantha to leave Kailasa and grabbed some of the leaves from the Sankaracharya. He was able to bring back only part of the text that contained 41 slokas called Ananda Lahari. How he completed the remaining part, composing 59 slokas, and this section is called Saundarya Lahari, giving us an unmatched poetry of 100 slokams praising Amba.
शिवशक्त्या युक्तो यदि भवति शक्तः प्रभवितुं न चेदेवं देवो न खलकुशलः स्पन्दितुमपि अतस्त्वामाराध्यां हरिहरविरिञ्चादिभिरपि प्रणन्तुं स्तोतुं वा कथमकृतपुण्यः प्रभवति प्रदीपज्वालाभिः दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधासूतेश्चन्द्रोपलजलवैरि अर्घ्यरचनां स्वकीयैरम्बोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहृत्यकरणं त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिः स्तव जननि वाचां स्तुतिरियम्.
Shankaracharya next went to Prayaga, the sacred town where the Ganga, Yamuna and the Saraswati unite. Here was Kumar Bhattpada, of great intellect. He was a Mimamsaka. Mimamsakas believed that the only Vedic rituals were needed for one's spiritual growth. Shankaracharya's teachings say that punya or karma is the means to chitta shuddhi, which then leads to growth, jnana. Let us look at the story of Kumali Bhattar. In his early years, Kumali Bhattar decided to study and understand the doctrine and argumentation techniques of the Jains, Baudas in some sources. Pretending to be one of them, he approached a teacher and learned these techniques. Baudas and Jains do not accept the authority of the Veda. One day, while a teacher was making fun of a Veda vacuum, Bhattapada's eyes grew moist. Unable to tolerate abuse of Veda Ninda, which gave his disguise away, the angry Jains pushed him off a cliff. Bhagavad Pada took an oath, saying, "If the Vedas are an authority, nothing shall happen to me." Because he used the word "if," indicating a sliver of doubt, he lost one eye.
Made a large pit of hot earth to punish
punish himself for doubting the Vedas. It was at this moment that Sri Shankaracharya came to him and requested Kumarila Bhatta to write a Vartika on his Bhashya. Kumarila Bhatta explained his story and excused himself as he was nearing the end of his life. He then directed Shankaracharya to his disciple Mandanam Mishra in the town of Mahishmati. Shankaracharya set out to meet Mandanam Mishra, the student of Kumarila Bhatta. Mandanam Mishra and his wife Saraswani were living in the town of Mahishmati, practicing Vedika Dharma. Mandanam Mishra was a performer of jnanas and taught students Veda and Shastras, and lived in a large home with a large courtyard.
Shankaracharya reached the town of Mahishmati. Mandana Mishra was performing the annual Shraddha ceremony. Shankaracharya entered the house. The couple completed the Shraddham as per the procedure. As was the custom, Mandana Mishra and Saraswati paid respects to Shankaracharya and offered Piksha. Shankaracharya responded that he had come seeking Vada Piksha, the Piksha of debate, first. Mandana Mishra agreed.
Saraswani, who was avataram of Saraswati Devi, being a scholar, was chosen as the Madhyastha, mediator. She had the two debaters garlanded. She announced that the person whose garland fades first would be considered as having lost the debate. She announced that the person who lost would accept the ashrama of the winner.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या श्वेतवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा.
The debate began and went on for days. Finally, Sarasavani, sensing that her husband's garland was fading, invited both of them to Bhiksha, thereby indicating that the debate had ended. Shankara had won, and Mandana Mishra had to become a sannyasi with the name Sureshwaracharya. The purpose of her incarnation was fulfilled. Sarasavani reverted to her original form as Saraswati and decided to depart. Shankaracharya used the Vanadurga mantra to convince her to stay with them. She agreed to accompany them under the condition that they not look back and recognize her presence through the sound of her anklets. They then journeyed southward. Upon reaching the confluence of the rivers Tunga and Tungabhadra Sangama at Kalady, Sringeri in Karnataka, the sound of Sarasavani's anklets suddenly stopped, prompting Shankaracharya to look back. As agreed earlier, Sarasavani chose to stay there. Shankaracharya enshrined Saraswati in the form of Sharada in standing posture at the Tungabhadra Sangama. He established a Bhogalinga that he received from Kailasa and appointed his disciple Prithvidacharya as the first Pitadipati of the Sharada Pitam in Sringeri at Tungabhadra Sangama.
மண்டலமிஸ்ரரை வென்றவுடன் கொண்டனள் வாணிதன் ரூபம் தனை கண்டுடனம் குருவும் வேண்டி கொண்டனர் தன்பின் வரும்படிக்கே எவ்விடத்தில் நீ திரும்பினாலும் அவ்விடத்தில் நின்றிடுவேன் என்றே ஓவியவாணியும் பின்தொடர்ந்தாள் அவ்விதமே வரத்தென்றேயதில் துங்கபத்ரா நதி தாண்டி வர அங்கவள் பாரசரத்தின் ஒலி மங்கமணலும் புகுந்ததினால் சங்கரர் சற்று திரும்பிடவே மங்களவாணியும் வந்த இடம் தங்கியே ஆலயம் கொண்டதனால் அங்கோ திடம் வைக்க எண்ணம் கொண்டார் அங்கு பக்கத்து ஜனங்கள் உயர் துங்கையும் பத்ரையும் சங்கமிக்க பொங்கவே சாரதா பீட்டத்துடன் லிங்கத்திலே போகலிங்கத்தையும் சங்கர ஸ்தாபித்தார் மங்களமா.
On his journey, Sri Shankaracharya received news that his mother was ill and in her final days. He recalled the promise he had made to her before departing Kalady. Utilizing his yogic abilities, Shankaracharya swiftly reached her side. Aryamba was overjoyed to see her son, and following Shankaracharya's guidance, she chanted the names of Vishnu and reached Vishnu Loka. Shankaracharya carried out his duties as a son and ensured his mother's final rites were conducted. There were objections from some who believe a sannyasi should not perform these rites. Shankaracharya, with his profound knowledge, was aware of certain provisions
in the Dharma Shastra text, such as the Vishveshwara Smriti that permitted the sole son of a mother to conduct the rites. With the support of truth and Shastra, he fulfilled the duties as a son and honored the promise he had made to Aryamba.
To teach humanity and gratitude to their mother who gave them life, he composed the Matra Panchakam, an emotional set of 5 verses which show how a child can never repay the debt to a mother.
Muktamanitvam nayanam mameti rajeti jiveti chirasutatvam ityuktavatyastava vachi mataha dadahyaham tandulabheva shushkam na dattam mataste marana samaye toyamapi va swadhavano dosta maranidyaste shraddhavidina na japtva mataste marana samaye tarakumanakale samprapte mai gurudaya maturatulam.
One morning, the disciples gathered before the Jagat Guru for the Bhashya lesson. Giri was washing the Acharya's vastram, and the teacher chose to wait for him. The other disciples became impatient and said to one another, "Why does the teacher wait for the dull Giri, who is good as an inert mountain?" Shankaracharya understood these thoughts of the students and wanted to impart his grace on Giri, for the grace of the Guru can move mountains. A few minutes later, Giri came singing spontaneous inspired verses that he had composed on his preceptor in the Totaka meter. The other disciples were wonderstruck and learnt their lesson to not mock anyone. From then, Giri was known as Totakacharya.
Vidita kila shastra sudha janate mahidopanishad kakikartani de hridaye kalaye vimaram sharanam bhava shankara deshikame sharanam vidita namaya vishadaiva kala
Valley, a person named Prabhakara came to see the Jagat Guru with his young son. The son would not respond or speak or eat or drink. The father brought the son and placed him before the Jagat Guru. Shankaracharya asked the boy, "Who are you? Why are you behaving as though you are an inert object?" To the astonishment of his father and his family and all the people around, the boy began to speak. He said, "I am not an inert object. I am the nature of Ananda or bliss. I am free from changes such as birth, living, growth, decay, and death." He continued to expound the Vedantic truth in 12 verses in such a clear manner. This work is called Hastamalakiyam.
Shankaracharya explained to their parents that their son was a realized Gnani, and then gave sannyasa to the boy with the name Hastamalaka. From there, he went to Tirupati, where he installed the yantras of Dhanakarshana, the attractor of prosperity, and Janakarshana, the attractor of people. The effects of the yantra are still seen at Tirupati, where there is always a continuous pouring of devotees and offerings of wealth.
From here he went to Tiruvannikavul or Jambukeshwaram. When Shankaracharya arrived at Jambukeshwara, the Devi was in her fierce and angry form. To enable devotees to easily get her grace and to benefit society, Sri Shankaracharya installed a divine set of tatankas, ear ornaments, in the shape of the Sri Chakra. In addition, he installed a murti of Ganesha facing her so that seeing her son, the grace of the mother would flow out as a compassion to her devotees.
पार्वतीनन्दनम् वन्दे त्रिभुवनपूजितम् वन्दे गानमोहनम् वन्दे नाट्यगजाननम्
Space, the abode of Nataraja and Shivakami, and installed the Moksha Linga. Chidambaram was also the place where Patanjali worshipped at the feet of Nataraja. सदञ्चितमुदञ्चितविमुञ्चितपदं जलजलं चरितमं सुकटकम् पतञ्जलिर्जञ्जनमनञ्जनमजञ्जलपदं कदं वरुचिवं वरवसं परममं पुरकदं भगविदं भगकदम् शिवं बुधिमणिं बुधहृदं बुधरतिं परचिदं वरनतं हृदि भज इति स्तवभमुं भुजगपुङ्गवकृतं प्रतिदिनं पठति यः कृतमुखः प्रभुपदतिशयदर्शनपदं सुललितं चरणशृङ्गरहितम् सरप्रभवसम्भवहरिपतिहरि प्रमुखदिव्यनुदशङ्करपदम् स गच्छति परं न तु जनुर्जलनिधिं परमदुःखजनकं दुरितरम्
From Chidambaram, Sri Shankaracharya travelled further south and reached the Mokshapuri of Kanchipuram, the divine abode of Jagannatha Kamakshi.
स्वस्ति श्रीमद् अखिल भूमंडलालंकार त्रयस्त्रं षट्कोटि देवता सेवित श्री कामाक्षी देवी सनाथ श्रीमते किंकैकमरनाथ श्री महादेवी सनाथ श्री हस्तिगिरिनाथ साक्षात्कार परमादर्शान सत्यप्रतामांकित कांची दिव्य क्षेत्रे शारदामठ स्थितानां आदृत सुधारत माधव्य कमलासन कामिनी नम्मिल्ल सम्मुल्ल मल्लिका मालिका दीक्षन्त महनन्दञ्जने सौभृत्तिक वाग्निगुम्ब विद्युत्प्रणानन्द दुन्दिलित मनीषी मण्डलानां अनवरदात् वैद विद्या विनोद रसिकानां निरन्तरदान् कृतीकृत शान्तिनान्ति पूर्णां सकल भुवन सख्य प्रतिष्ठापक शीतक प्रतिष्ठा विख्यात यशोलङ्कृतानां निखिल भाषण्ड षण्ड गण्डकोत्पादनेन विशदीकृत वेद वेदान्त मार्ग षण्मद प्रतिष्ठापकाचार्याणां परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्यवर्य जगद्गुरु श्रीमत् शंकर भगवत् पादाचार्याणाम् अधिष्ठाने सिंहासनाभिषिक्त श्रीमत् श्रेन्द्र सरस्वती श्रीपादानाम् अन्देवासिवर्य श्रीमत् शंकर वजेन्द्र सरस्वती श्रीपादानाम् अन्देवासिवर्य श्रीमत् सत्यचंद्रशेखरेन्द्र सरस्वती श्रीपादानां च शरणननिलयोः सप्रश्रयं साञ्जलिवन्दं च नमस्कुर्मः।
Sankaracharya arrived at Kanchipuram, one of the 7 Mokshipuras and the renowned Prithvi Kshetra. The people of Kanchi under Raja Rajasena offered a grand welcome to Sankaracharya.
Bhagwan Pada blessed King Raja Sena and had Kanchi city remodeled. The king reconstructed the 3 temples of Kanchipuram, the temples of Srimad Ekamranatha, Devi Kamakshi and Sri Varadaraja. The main gopuras of all the temples in Kanchi stand facing the temple of Kamakshi. The processions of all the temples are routed around the main streets around the Kamakshi temple. The entire city was remodeled to represent the Sri Chakra.
Shri Chandramaulishwaraya Namaha. Shri Kamakshi जय श्रीकामकोटिपीठस्थिते जय जय श्री त्रिचत्वारिंशत्कोण श्रीचक्रान्तरालबिन्दुपरिसरत पञ्चब्रह्ममय मञ्चमध्यस्थ श्री शिवकामेश वामाङ्कनिलये जय जय श्री विधिहरिहर सुरगणवन्दित चरणारविन्द युगले जय जय श्री रमावाणीन्द्राणि प्रमुख रमणी करकमल समर्पित चरणकमले जय जय श्री निखिल निगमागम सकल संवेद्यमान विविध वस्त्रालंकृत हेम निर्मित अनर्घभूषण भूषित दिव्यमूर्ते जय जय श्रीमद् अनवरताभिषेक धूप दीप नैवेद्यादि नानाविधोपचारैः परिशोभिते जय जय श्री काञ्चीनगर्यां द्वात्रिंशद्धर्म प्रतिपादनार्थ स्थापित हेम ध्वजालङ्कृते जय जय श्री सकल मंत्र तंत्र यंत्रमय पराबिलाकाश स्वरूपे जय जय श्री कांची नगर्यां कामाक्षी इति प्रख्यात नामांकिते जय जय श्री महात्रिपुर सुंदरी त्रिपुर सुंदरी बहुपदा
An Ashwariri voice, a divine voice, advised Shankaracharya when he was about to ascend the Sadvagnya Pita that it would be proper for him to ascend after winning in debate with the scholars assembled there. A group of scholars who had come there from some villages of the Tampara Parni banks put some questions to Shankaracharya. He answered them all and established the truth of Advaita. He won over Saraswati and answered her questions as well. He then ascended the Sadvanya Pita.
श्रीचक्रपश्चाद्भागे तु कामाक्षीं ज्ञानरूपिणीं प्रतिष्ठाप्य च पूजायै ब्राह्मणान् विनियुज्य च एकाम्रेश्वरपूजार्थं चित्राणादिश्य भूयसः श्रीमद्वरदराजस्य नमस्यायै नियुज्य च ततस्ततो विपश्यति प्रणतश्चादिभक्तितः गीतावादित्रनिर्घोषैः जयवादसमुद्वरैः आरुरोहाद सर्वज्ञ पीतं देशिकपुङ्गवः पुष्पवृष्टिपवासात् बहुर्वाससुगन्धयः
Among those who were defeated were a group of Brahmanas from the villages in the Tamraparni area. A young boy accompanied by his father challenged the Jagat Guru to a debate and held him in debate for 7 days. After 7 days, he surrendered to the Acharya and requested that he be accepted as a disciple. Shankaracharya accepted him as a disciple and gave him sannyasa with the name Sarvagnyatmendra Saraswati. He appointed Sureshwaracharya as the guardian for the young boy and had him instruct Sarvagnyatma in the worship of the Yogalinga installed here. This Yogalingam, known as Sri Chandramaulishwara, that the Jagat Gurus of Sri Kanchi Kankoti Moolam Naya Sarvagnya Peetam worship with their own hands 3 times a day till today.
Shankara Bhagavad Padacharya was now 32 years of age. His avatara karyam, or the purpose of his incarnation, was complete. Kanchipuram is one of the 7 Mokshapuri, a great Gatikasthana place of education and an ancient city.
Desiring to leave for his own abode, sitting in the Mokshapuri or Kanchi, Shankaracharya absorbed his physical body into the subtle one. His presence remains at the all-pervading chit or consciousness to this day. Sri Shankaracharya's Sannidhi exists near the Sannidhi of Kamakshi in Kanchipuram.
சரஸ்வதிய ஷரீரியாக நின்று குருவரரை அழைத்து ஹே சங்கரரே கிரகஸ்தாசிரம தர்மத்திற்குரியாள் என்றை நீ அறியாததால் சர்வஜரோ என்று கேட்டாள் நமதாச்சாரியரும் அதற்கென்று மாதங்களோராறு கொண்டார் நன்றெனவே பரகாயம்புகார் அவர் எண்ண கொண்டார் சிஷ்யனு குறைத்தார் மத்திய தேசத்தில் அமருகனாம் ராஜன் சத்திய நீதியாய் ஆண்டு வந்தான் அத்தருணம் அவனும் நசிதான் குரு நித்திய தேகத்தின் உட்புகுந்தார் குருமூர்த்தியும் தன் சரீரத்தையோர் குகை அருகில் சிஷ்யாள் காவல் தன்னில் விட்டார் அரசன் உயிர் பெற்றான் யாவருமே ஆச்சரியமுற்றார் மிக பிரியமுற்றார் மாறமும் மாறி பொழிந்தனவே அங்கு ஏதமின்றி பிரஜைகள் மகிழ்ந்தார் தேரஸ்வபாவத்தை ராணி கண்டு தன் முன்னாத இவர் என்றனர் அறிந்தாள் யோக மகா புருஷர் ஒருவர் ராஜன் தேகத்தில் போகத்திலேயும் இச்சையாகவ பிரகாசிப்பதாளினியவள் உடனாக ஓர் தந்திரம் செய்யல் உற்றாள் மந்திரியோடவள் ஆலோசித்தாள் சற்று சிந்தி துயிரற்ற தேகங்களை வெந்து போகவே எதிர்த்தெழுந்தாள் அந்த மந்திரி அவ்விதம் செய்ய சென்றான் தன்னை வந்தடைந்து அங்கிருந்தும் சத்குரு தேகத்தையும் வெந்தழிய செய்ய கொண்டு சென்றார் அந்த மந்திரியின் வேலைக்காரர்களும் சிஷ்யர்கள் அந்த புறத்தருகே நல்ல பிக்ஷுக வேடத்துடனே வந்து சுஸ்வரூபமல்ல நீ கொண்டதையா தத்வஸ்வரூபம் ஸ்வரூபம் வென்றார் ஐயனுடனது சிஷ்யர் குரலென ஐயமரவரிந்தேயரசன் மெய்யை திடீரென விட்டு சென்றவர் தம் மெய்யில் வந்தாரது கைவரையில் வெந்ததறிந்தார் குருவும் அடை சிஷ்யால் கண்டு கண்ணீர் சொரிந்தே கலர லக்ஷ்மி நரசிம்மா என்றார் அவர் மந்தேகரங்களால் தூக்கி வைத்தார் செல்வி கடாட்சத்துடன் விஷ்ணுவும் குரு மெய்யினை தன் கரத்தால் தடவி திவ்ய தேஜோமயமாகச் செய்தே அவர் கையில் சால கிராமம் ஒன்றளித்தார். நம சிம்மத்தின் விடை பெற்றுடனே காஞ்சிபுரம் அடைந்தார் அவர் வந்ததுமே. சரஸ்வதியும் தோற்றதாக எண்ணியுடன் சரஸ்வதி பட்டத்தை தான் கொடுத்தாள். இந்திர பட்டத்தையும் பெற்றார் குரு, அதை தந்தார் சுரேஸ்வராச்சாரியருக்கு. எந்த மதத்தையும் வென்று வேத வழி வந்த ஷண்மதங்களை ஸ்தாபித்தார். கபாலிகம் விஷ்ணு மதம் வரா சக்தி சௌரம் கணாபத்யங்களில் தெய்வமேதாயினும் கைப்பற்றினால் ஒன்றை ஐயமில்லை முக்தி எய்தும் என்றார். துர்மதம் யாவையுமே தொலைத்து வேத ஷண்மத ஸ்தாபனம் செய்த பிரபு. சர்வஜ பீடத்தில் காஞ்சியிலே லோக சத்குருவாகி விளங்கி நின்றார். 32 வீர்த்தினையும் வியாசர் சொற்படி செய்த சுரேஸ்வரரை இப்பிடம் தேவைத்தார் எப்பொழுதும் நிலை நிற்கவென்று நம்ம லோக குரு. சத்குரு பாதத்தை யான் அடைந்தேன், அதற்கப்புறம் தேவை ஒன்றில்லை என்றார். சொற்சுவை சேர்குரு அஷ்டகம் செய்துடன் சிற்பரமாய் சிவத்தே கலந்தார்.
His successor acharyas continued the tradition of puja to Chandramalishwara. Sureshwaracharya was the second acharya. Sarvagnya Mendra Saraswati was the third acharya of Sri Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham, who took sannyasa at a tender age. Hence, Sureshwaracharya was given the role of guiding him, and he too attained Siddhi in Kanchipuram.
We are all fortunate to have an unbroken lineage of 71 Jagadgurus of Moolam Naya Sri Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham, who continue to travel all over Bharatam, guiding all of us on the ways of dharmic living with the blessings of Pujya Sri Jagadguru Shankara Vijayendra Saraswati Shankaracharya Swamigal, lovingly known as Sri Bala Periyava, and our newly anointed 71st Periyava, Pujya Sri Jagadguru Sri Satya Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Shankaracharya Swamigal. We are all fortunate to be able to narrate and listen to the Shankara Charitram on the auspicious Jayanti Mahotsavam of Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada. Our Koti Koti Namaskarams to our Guru Parampara.
कामकोटीश्वराय मोहदहननेत्रकाय आशिदार्थदायकाय विजयमङ्गलम् आशाय वेष्टिताय वेदमार्गरक्षकाय कामकोट्यधिष्ठिताय विजयमङ्गलम् कामाक्षि पूजकाय कल्मषाधिनाशकाय नैष्ठिकाय विजयमङ्गलम् जय जय गुरु चरण स्वामी जय मम शंकरन जय जय कांची मत निलया किल भक्त हृदय निलय भगवन् जय जय गुरु चरण वटतरु मूलगत
Yes,
जय जय गुरु चरण काम कोटि में नाम लोक क्षेम कृतेश्वा लोक क्षेम कृतेश्वा सर्वज्ञानमारुह्यमतं शारदया विहितं यददा जय जय गुरु चरण शिष्यानुशिष्य शिरो वपुषधामाक्षी रविशङ्कर वर्मापकमस्य करुणामूर्ति त्वं प्राप्तो जय जय गुरु चरण स्थूलधियां दयया विश्वेश्वरे विश्वसखा विश्वेश्वरमूर्ति सरसिहि भुवने शम्भुर्मूर्ति सरसिहि भुवने शङ्करार्य रूपा शिष्ये जय जय गुरु चरण शोकमोहभयकान् अस्मान् पालय दुश्चरितान् दर्शय सुचरितमाचाररज त्वं त्रातादानाम् धीमन् जय जय गुरु चरण प्रकीर्त्या जगति क्षेमं विन्दते हि तस्मात् क्षेमं विन्दते हि तस्मात् जय जय शङ्कर हर हर शङ्कर जय जय शङ्कर हर हर शङ्कर घोषपूर्ण गगना जय जय गुरु चरण सदाशिव ब्रह्म ज्ञाने प्राप्तं परकाष्ठा अपि गुरुचिन्तन पुलकितगात्रं गुरोर्महत्त्वं तत् सत्यं भक्ततेन गीतम् जय जय गुरु चरण स्वामी जय मम शङ्करन जय जय काञ्ची मठनिलयाखिल भक्तहृदय निलया भगवान् जय जय गुरु चरण भगवान् जय जय गुरु चरण